السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد. اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. اللهم فقهنا في الدين. ربنا زدنا علما. آمين. My dear students, I welcome you today for the Breeze course Orientation Day. So this is, I will be very briefly go through our course, our few points that we need to know to conduct this course. And also, if you want, I can have a question session at the end of the orientation, so that any doubt, anything you want to clear about this course, or the syllabus or anything, we can clear that out right from the beginning. Okay, so let's start. Though very few people are there, but I have another class, so I need to finish it on time. Okay, let's move. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. What I'm going to discuss with you today, the contents are teacher introduction. My introduction, because many people ask, and it is your right to ask, because when you take an ilm from a teacher or you hand over your children to a teacher's hands, you must know the background, the education of the teacher. So inshallah wa ta'ala, I will give you a complete introduction of mine, inshallah. Then the second thing we are going to see is the introduction of the course, the syllabus and contents of the course. Then why you are here, or your kids are here, my students are here, and what is the purpose and concept of the course and why I designed this way. Then number 4, I feel is a very important point. And that point is your participation. I want your participation in it. Then I will explain, inshallah. So we will have a separate explanation of all these 4 points. All right. Okay, let's move on to the first one, your teacher. Okay, my name is Gulnaz Khan, and I would like to call by Saeed, because this is my eldest son name. And I'm from Pakistan, and I'm residing in Dubai now more than 37 years. And I'm a mother of 3, all grown up, mashallah, and I'm a grandmother of a doll, which is called Reem. So now, come to my education. I have done my Ta'lim al-Quran diploma with the Ustaza Farid Hashmi many years back. I don't even remember now the year. Must be 16, 17 years back. Before that, I complete my Tajweed with the local Alima, Sister Awatif. And since then, I have been teaching Tajweed even before I have done my Ta'lim al-Quran course, and I was the teacher and the group in charge during my course as well, alhamdulillah. So I completed my diploma, and then which includes the word-to-word translation, explanation, and root words, and then 36 fiqh book, and hadith, and grammar, and tajweed, and all that which inclusive for a diploma. I have done that, alhamdulillah. Then after that, another step was to do the Hadith, because this is a very, very important part of Quran and our life and our religion. So I did Hadith Bukhari course, and then after that, just a brief explanation of Quran I did many times, which is called Fahmul Quran, and I have taught many times that course too. So and I'm recently I'm attached with the Saudi Institute Adharul Jannah, where I'm working as a teacher of Tajweed, and also because this is a Tajweed related madrasa, so where we do the different kind of qiraat. As you all know, we have 10 types of qiraat, way of qiraat. The one we do is Hafs and Asim, which is very, very famous in this part. But there are another 9 types of qiraat, ways of qiraat, and I'm learning bit by bit. So far, I've done Shaba, and I've done my 1, 2, and 3rd level of Tajweed, alhamdulillah. Well, I myself want to be a student till Allah calls me to Him, and this is what I wish. And you should always be a student, no matter whatever you do. Though my knowledge is, believe me, is just a drop. Education isn't. I have done a Bachelor of Arts from Lahore. I'm from Lahore, so I'm BA. So yeah, that's about my education and the language. Language I can speak is Urdu, and I love that language, and also Punjabi, because I'm from Lahore, and Lahore, everyone speaks Punjabi. Who is Punjabi? Who's in Lahore? Most of it. Talked about my aim is like to be students till my death, and to teach as much as I can to spread the khair. My way of teaching. My way of teaching is very easy. I want to be an easy teacher to my students, because you all are my children, like a mother. I am not strict, but at the same time, I would like you to do whatever you're asked to do within that lesson. Or I will not give you any homework or something, no, because I know you guys are very busy. I will explain how I'm going to conduct the course. Okay, let's proceed to the next. All right, the second point is introduction of the course, the syllabus and the content of the course. First thing, I have divided this course into 3 parts. First part, of course, and which is the vital and the most important part, is to go through the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or menu of life. I will not explain much about it right now, but this is the main thing. Why? Because Quran is our life, our lifestyle. So the Quran has different names, and one of the name of the Quran is Kalam Allah. Means Kalam means the speech, and Allah means exalted, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we should understand what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying to us. Don't we listen to our elders, our mothers, our teachers? Yes, we do. And they give us instructions. So same way, Quran is not just a book to recite without understanding. We have to know what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to us, what He's commanding us, what He's telling us, what is good for us, what is bad for us. So Quran was revealed in Arabic language, and thus, although we can and we should read the Quran in an Arabic text, we should also hear the Quran. Yes, we should also hear the Quran. Now, listening Arabic text and understanding nothing out of it is also Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mercy, that He gave us also the ajr for that, the good deeds for that. But listening to it like a speech, like a conversation, you know, it has different impact upon us and upon our hearts. So that's the attempt we are going to make in in our course. We are going to follow the speech of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to see what we can understand from there. And we will be reading the translation in one go in a flow way, and also the parts of an Arabic text with it. And if a ayah needs to explain a background or a theme, inshallah, that will be also explained it to the students. So this is how we are going to manage the Quran, because if we studied Quran in a detailed way with once a week class, it's going to take ages, maybe 15, 20 years. And no one can take that long. And going through Quran lesson by lesson in a speech way, in a flowy translation, reading way, inshallah wa ta'ala, it has immense effects on the hearts. And at least we know at least what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying and what this Quran consists of. So the second part is al-Hadith, study of the Hadith, which will be in the context of the lesson. Okay, because Hadith is a very important part to the Quran, since they are inseparable. They have inseparable link to each other. It is impossible to understand the Quran without reference to Hadith. So the Quran is the message and the Hadith is the explanation of the message by our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So therefore, Hadith explains, Hadith clarifies and removes the doubts about the Quran. Hence, once we reject the Hadith, we may never be able to figure out the whole meaning of the Quran. So it's just a little bit, I just want to explain the importance of Hadith in our course. Okay, the next point is dua. Dua, also, if it is mentioned in that lesson, we are going to do that separately. Okay, and why dua? Why dua? Why I include the dua in it? You know what? Dua means the supplication, and which means the communication with a deity, with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also it makes us closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also it is an important part of our faith and belief, because with dua, you will always get closer to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it maintained a person's belief in one Lord, in one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one Rabb, and it is rejected all forms of shirk. So that's why I included all of these, the Hadith and dua with the Quran. Quran is my dream to my youth should know the Quran, at least the translation, if not the deep study. And then this is the detail. Class duration will be 1 hour. Okay, it's going to be 1 hour. But as we are going to discuss, we are going to have a discussion. We are going to, maybe you don't understand a point in that, and you want to clarify that. Maybe you have a doubt. Maybe you're confused. And then also for the implementation, like you feel you can say, yeah, this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, but it's very difficult to apply. How can I do that? And so all that needs time. right? So it depends on the discussion that we are going to have after our class. So, but if you don't have any question, you don't want to discuss, you can leave the class and go, and I can be with the students who wants to be with me for another half an hour. It's a once a week class so far on Saturday, because Saturday is a relaxed day for all of you. And it's going to be at 11 again. It's also very relaxed time for you. I'm not going to wake you up early in the morning, and I want to give you some time before you attend this class. All right. Now, another part. That is, the literal part. But now the fun part of this course is we are going to play Kahoot game, which is like inclusive the choices about questions, which gives you the choices, and you can choose like which is the right choice, and you will get the marks, and you will get the also the first, second, and third position at the end of the quiz. And this is online game, and inshallah I will be sending you the link, and you just type the link in that Kahoot, and then we can play. Also, I will try to give you a Google question form, which I can send you in the group, and you can fill it up, and that's it. And because you have a whole week, so in whole week, whenever you have time, you can fill this quiz again, and then we will do the third thing, which is group activities. I can share like anything, and just to enhance the lesson of the week, or if I want you to do something, if you have a time to watch maybe a short video or something like that. Okay, not going to be much, because we have the whole week. It's only once a week class, so it's going to be fun, and I'm sure you're going to like it also. And I'm sure the main purpose of the course is to the knowledge that we are going to get to act upon it, right? So the amal is the most important thing, and for that enhancement, we have to do all these three things, though they are fun to do, but also, it will give you some information and keep you intact with the lesson that we had the previous week. Okay, so now let's move on to the purpose of the course. Okay, so what is the purpose of the course? To provide. No, this is monthly 100 dirhams, because there are going to be 4 classes. So 100 dirham monthly, 100 per month. You can pay at one go for 3 months for me. Jazakallahu khair. Okay, so to provide a platform, all young minds, you can come and you can talk to me anything about Deen, about Quran, Hadith, and Dua. And no, it's not for 3 months. It's till we finish the Quran. Our children should know from Surah Al-Fatiha to Surah An-Nas what is in the Quran. It might take 2 years, but if we can do a twice a week class, it can even finish in maybe 1.5 years. But once a week, I will try to finish it in 2 years. The same course we finish in 30 days, Fahmul Quran, in Ramadan, we in one para, 1 day, but that is 2.5 to 3 hours class. So that has been now divided into 3 parts. In 3 weeks, we are going to finish, inshallah, 1 juz, 1 part. And plus with the enhancement, plus with the lessons, which I'm going to explain now how the kids are going to comprehend, okay? So anything they want to ask, I'm there, I'm here, not only in the class, but in the group, message me privately. Okay, So the second thing is to enhancement of the lesson of the week. That is another point which is very important. Then how to implement the orders of Allah and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. As I discussed and I told you, many youth find it very difficult and they need to discuss to someone who can make them easy for you. Then discussion, then again clear any doubts, any confusion, concerns that our kids have. And the main thing, main theme of all this behind is how to balance the world and deen. How to balance the world and the deen. I have to do with the family, with the school, at school, or with the friends, and with the etc. So they have to balance their life. Now, what is balance? Balance is setting priorities. All our kids, you know, what they see is like world. Most of us, illa mashallah, we see the world. They see, okay, from the beginning, read this, read that, this book, that book, tuition, this, to become a doctor, to a nurse, to an engineer, to be a captain, a policeman, a photographer, astronaut, and player, and whatnot. But if that makes them really, really sometimes worried, too much pressure on them, right? And we understand that. Dunya, 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 like they are worried. Now, what happened? Some of them are so much depressed. Some of them get so much worried, so much pressure from parents, from for their grades, and I have to grade A plus and this plus. You know, this is all going on in a youth life. But if we just push this world behind and think of our deen, just think of our deen first, and dunya after that. Why? Is it sensible? Yes, because this is our purpose of life. So, purpose of life. What is our purpose of life? Most of us don't even know. Even though, you know, I came to know it very late when I was studying Quran. And believe me, when I came to this verse, I was like, really? الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز الغفور. This is, you know, we read every night Surah Al-Mulk. He is the one who created life and death in order to test which of you is best in deeds, and he is the Almighty, all forgiving. And then another ayah, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Yani, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I did not create jinn and humans except to worship. Now you'll say, okay, that means now we should not study dunya, we should not study the worldly, you know, this ilm. No, it doesn't say that. See what Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying. Talabul ilmi faridatun ala kulli Muslim. Seeking knowledge is an obligation upon every Muslim. Now, let it be the worldly knowledge or the deen knowledge. But what is the point? What is the priority? That when we remember to make our most merciful Creator our priority, what happens? Which priority? We hand ourselves to and our problem and our responsibilities over to Allah. That means we are handling Him, all our worries to Him. What happens when we give priority to Allah? What happens? Allah will make the success easy for us, and success will follow us. What is required from us? That is putting the dunya in its proper place. Not always dunya, dunya, dunya. We should put our deen first. And what I said, the dunya will follow, no problem. Allah will make it easy for us, no problem. And then the last thing is the students' participation. And as so that was just the part. Now, participation. Again, confusion, doubt, anything, whatever you have in the class, ask. Don't be shy. Asking, make like why, when, where to go, how to do. Oh, I'm so depressed, I'm so worried. You know, this is the answer of everything. You ask. Ask me, ask in the class, ask after the class, tell me I want to call, tell me whatever, you know, discuss. Sometimes the people are shy. Your class fellow must be shy, you know, that you feel like, you know, if I ask this thing, no one is asking and I feel dumb, you know, what they will think about me. No, let them whatever they think about you. It's you who have joined this class to make your heart, you know, full of love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So why not make your deen, your this thing, you know, first. They're no one. And you know, believe me, half of them want to ask that question, but they are shy. So you get the ajr of asking that question even. And the hadith to encourage you to ask the question, innama shifa'ul 'ayyi su'al. Verily, the only cure for ignorance is to ask questions. And another thing is to discuss and communication, which is the same, like, you know, don't be shy, ask, discuss, even among your class fellows, make a group of your, you know, among yourself, and then discussion is the solution of most of our problem. Now, last thing, for the implementation of the lesson and expectations from the students, my good expectation from my student is to take a note. Okay, I will first of all, I will suggest make a different journal, get a beautiful you know, diary for your kid, or even the kids if they are alone here. Get a beautiful journal, a big book for you, and what you can do is you can highlight ayah or draw a little heart over it, so that you know that this is your favorite ayah, and highlight names and attributes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whenever like there is a Ghafurur Rahim, the attributes of Allah comes, just highlight them in your Quran. And also write down at least 3 points you can implement, you think you can implement your life in that lesson. Also 3 points that appeals you in that lesson and you love those points. And this is some picture I have collected from net, how to make the journals, how to, you know, write the ayah, how to write dua, the hadith which will be mentioned. And this is going to be a lifetime collection for you. You can discuss it with your parents, you can tell them, and this I will be discussing with you every day. All right, so this is some points, these are some examples that you can work on your lesson. So we will finish this beautiful dua. Allahumma anfa'ni bima 'allamtani wa 'allimni ma yanfa'uni wa zidni ilma. Oh Allah, benefit me with what you have taught me. Teach me what will benefit me and increase my knowledge. Ameen. Summa ameen. And Jazakumullahu khair. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope I had made clear everything about the course. And just make dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from my students, from me, as a sadaqah jariyah for us, for our parents, and for our loved ones. And with that, I will end the session. If any questions, please you can ask. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.